right, Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachaha, Wadash. I want to give double honors to that apostle, not as a great millstone to rule well, teach well, peace and blessing to you sincere. I can that are pushing this truth all over the four corners of the earth, week in, week out, not truth and sincerity. And what you saw in the video clip was a cartoon series known as The Simpsons, which have been known to heavily use predictive programming and put in their TV series plans that these wicked elites have for the earth. And for the most part, the Simpsons cartoon series has been pretty much on point. Okay. And as you see on your screen, you see Trump 2024, which was in one of the Simpsons cartoon episodes. And, you know, this is part of Esau's predictive programming. And the producers of the show Simpsons are, you know, they're plugged in. You know, so they're not just writing these scripts, putting these cartoons and these episodes together willy-nilly, so to speak. You know, they're actually methodically putting these cartoons together because they're actually writing the plans of these wicked elites and the different scripts and the different roles of these different actors that are going to play in future times, future scenarios, and future events on the earth. It says predictive programming is a theory that the government or other higher ups are using fictional movies or books as a mass mind control tool. And this is a tool. They use television as well as various other things as a tool for mind control. It says this was first described and proposed. Salaki, let me read that again because I skipped a little bit. It says predictive programming is a theory that the government or other higher ups are using fictional movies or books as a mass mind control tool to make the population more accepting of planned future events. And this is what we're seeing take place on the earth, not just the Simpsons movies, but, you know, all types of movies, okay? Shows, cartoons, different things that you see on the television. It says as a mass mind control tool to make the population more accepting of planned future events. And you see on your screen, you know, they got Trump 2024, which I believe, you know, Nero is going to be put back in office by these wicked elites. You know, it just makes sense. You know, and I personally believe if and when he does get put back in office, things are gonna start moving very, very quickly. Okay. You know, you already have heard Trump's plans and the things that he has vowed to do if he gets reelected. It says this was first described and proposed by researcher Alan Watt, who defines predictive programming as predictive programming is a subtle form of psychological conditioning provided by the media to acquaint the public with planned societal changes. So, I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. Societal changes to be implemented by our leaders. Okay, and those leaders are those wicked elites who are in the position of power, who employ, who hire presidents, governors, who set these niggas up in Hollywood to play these particular roles. As you saw in the video clip, man. You know, the attire that they wear, down to the hairstyle, down to the location of where they sit at these venues. It's all scripted, man. They're playing out a script. These people that have sold their souls, really, they can't sell their souls because, the Most High Yahweh owns your soul, but they have sold their lifestyle. They have accepted to live a certain lifestyle, to not speak about certain things, to keep the secrets, and to follow the wicked elites' plans and agendas, man. And then part of that plan, their plans and agendas, is the scripts that they have to follow, man. We want you to be at this location at this time, wearing this shirt with this pair of glasses. We want you to walk down this flight of stairs. We want you to turn to the right and wave at this particular time. Okay? Because these wicked elites, they have a God complex. They want to be like the Most High. So everything they do on the left hand side, okay, by the power that has been given to them by Yahweh by Shem Shah on the left hand side, all right, they orchestrate it in a fashion that they're the ones that are in control ultimately, which really they're not. All right, that's why they call themselves the illuminated ones. They want to be perceived as them having control because they're predicting things. Look, we said this was going to happen, and it happened in this particular year, this, that, and so forth, which really the Most High Yahweh is in control, and he has them in a trick bag. It says, if and when these changes are put through, the public will already be familiarized with them. And this is what we're seeing, man. Down to the pandemic, down to these assassinations, down to these people in Hollywood going through the things that they've went through. It's all been put in these various different shows and cartoons, especially The Simpsons. These even some of these so-called disasters, man. You had the Baltimore Bridge. Hey, well, that was so-called predicted in this one of the Simpsons episodes, man. All right, the pandemic. Okay, Diddy. As well as various. The list goes on and on, man. It says the public will already be familiarized with them and will accept them as natural progressions, thus lessening possibility of public resistance and commotion. And that's what Esau wants. He wants less resistance from the public. He wants everyone to flow with his new world order plans, his new world order goals. Okay? It says the most notable cases of predictive programming are the examples found in The Simpsons. So there you go. All right. It says the most notable cases of predictive programming are examples found in The Simpsons, The Dark Knight Rises, The Hunger Games, and the oldest being the futility. Information can be found on blog posts, and many conspiracy theorists have either made videos on it or have spoken on the subject. And that's right. There's these, and even we, are labeled in some form, shape, or fashion as conspiracy theorists. But you even have people outside of this truth that make videos on these particular things that point out, certain things that link up with each other, okay, and are not just, it's not just a coincidence, all right. Like the scripture says, the Lord shall make their own tongue fall upon themselves. It says, I'm gonna read this next paragraph. It says, people who believe in this theory are mostly conspiracy theorists. See, If you believe in certain things, you're automatically put under a label and shrugged off to the side. It says, who think there will be a totalitarian government takeover, or on the more mild side, theorists who believe tragic events are inside job or completely fake. Well, that those are actually true, and those have been proven to be true. Certain tragic events, okay, are inside jobs, and the things circling around these events are fake. The crisis actors have been exposed, being used in multiple events. The images, the pictures, and even the actual footage of different particular events are proving themselves to be inside jobs, man. Okay, so it's not a theory; it's actually a truth. And I'll put this link in the description box as well. It's a pretty good article going into predictive programming and usages, and it basically being a tactic of these wicked elites. Okay. Matter of fact, let's read this. Let me read one more paragraph. It says, predictive program at its core is a tactic to reduce resistance by introducing concepts that seem far-fetched and continuously reintroducing them to make these concepts appear more likely, or at the very least acceptable. Okay. It says, as always, there is a reason why movies and television are used as the common vessel. When watching something, a person typically perceives it as entertainment, and their theoretical guard will be lowered, and the subliminal message will be directed. Slocky will be directly go to the subconsciousness. It is also used as a subform of self-fulfilling prophecy, because once an expectation is created, then when these events start to happen, the population may seem more likely to accept the fate. Okay. It says there is also a control of imagination, because the most commonly used tool in predictive programming is science fiction. By creating these stories, the author can create boundaries of imagination and slowly show what may happen. Okay, so and this goes hand in hand with Esau's witchcraft. He's trying to persuade and mold the minds of these people for his future plans and his future events, and his major plan being that ultimately that new world order. But the major part of his plan is that Michael see him, which he wants the whole earth to accept and to take. Now I want to go into some scriptures real quick, and then we can wrap it up. Let's go to Isaiah, the 29th chapter and the 15th verse. It says, woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord. And these devils, these wicked elites, have put a lot of time, a lot of energy, and a lot of thought into keeping their counsels hidden, secret, in the dark. It says, woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord, and their works are in the dark. And they say, who seeth us, and who knoweth us? Okay. They think that, what they have thought when they, years ago, when they were forming these different organizations and putting these different plans together, that they were going to go secret and they were never going to be exposed. You know, their tactics, their thoughts, their plans, their goals, the various things that they do on the earth, but they're being exposed on a high level, mainly by, the men that Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai has set up all over the four corners of the earth, but they're also being exposed by, people outside the truth. Okay. They're actually being exposed by their very own selves, man. People that have been amongst these higher up organizations, they leave these organizations and they spill the beans, man. Okay, they blow the whistle. Let's read that in NLT. It says, what sorrow awaits those who try to hide their plans from the Lord, who do their evil deeds in the dark. And that's how these wicked elites rule. They rule from darkness. They rule from the shadows. Here it is. You got the majority of the people on earth that believe that the president, your governor, your officials are, in positions of power, which they are in a position of power, but they're not in the position of power on the earth. Okay, according to Job 9:24, the earth was given to the hands of the wicked, these wicked elites who rule from the shadows from behind closed doors, which gives them, a more of a sense of power, so to speak, because no one knows where to point the finger at when things get out of course, when things get out of whack. Okay, when things go against what these so-called American citizens perceived it to go. They point the finger at people who really don't have control, and that's how they want it. It says, and their works, Slovakia. It says, and their works are in the dark. Slovakia, I'm reading the wrong version. NLT, Isaiah 29:15. It says, what sorrow awaits those who try to hide their plans from the Lord, who do their evil deeds in the dark. Quote, the Lord can't see us, they say. He doesn't know what's going on. They think that they're getting something by the Most High Yahweh. That ultimately that the Most High Yahweh doesn't see everything that they're doing, but the Most High Yahweh sees, knows all things. Moreover, he's controlling these wicked elites on the left-hand side. He has given the spiritual demon Satan instructions to carry out for you wicked elites to obey. Because at the end of the day, these wicked elites are taking instructions, they're taking orders, they're receiving advice from the spiritual demon Satan. Now, I want to go to the book of Job. And I want to go down to the fifth chapter, and let's go down to the 12th verse. It says, he disappointed the devices of the crafty so that their hands cannot perform their enterprises. Because everything that we're seeing happen is basically a buildup. And, these wicked elites think that things are going to keep going accordingly. That they're going to keep progressing further and further, deeper and deeper into their goal, into their plans, that they're going to keep getting these check boxes checked off. But it's not going to happen like that. All right. Like the scripture we just read, it says Job 5:12, he disappointed the devices of the crafty so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. So ultimately, you're not going to be able to complete your ultimate goal, your New World Order program. You're not going to succeed at your future plans. Even though you are going to get very deep into your plans, you're going to get a lot of those check boxes checked off, which we're already seeing that. It says, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the froward is carried headlong. They meet with darkness in the daytime, and group in the noonday as in the night. All right. They have their secret meetings in these large castles all over the earth. They conjure up demons and do all types of seances and witchcraft, okay, which they have to do to keep their power. There's certain instructions that they have to follow to be able to have, a certain level of persuasion on the earth. Let's jump to Job, the 20th chapter. And let's go down to the 23rd verse. It says, when he is about to fill his belly, when he is about to complete those last couple check boxes, when he's about to complete his new world order program, all right, when everything is gone accordingly for the most part, when he's right there at having, the whole earth under a one world government and a one world currency, and everybody bowing down to this man. It says, when he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him. So you're not going to complete your goal. You're not going to complete your order, your program, your one world government. It says, and shall rain it upon him while he's eating. So Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is going to cast a fury upon this man, and he's going to be taken out of rulership, man. He's going to be kicked out of heaven. He's going to be brought down to earth. He's going to be stripped from his power. Let's get that in Isaiah the 14th chapter, and then we can close out. Let's go to Isaiah 14, and let's go down to straight to the point. You can read, you can read the whole chapter. Let's go down to verse 4. It says, that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, and say, how hath the oppressor seized, the golden city seized? The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked, and the scepter of the rulers. So soon the Lord is going to break the staff of this devil, man. He's going to be stripped of his power. He's going to be powerless, and he's going to go forth into captivity. It says, verse 6, he who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger. This man has ruled in anger, man, even upon his own people. Like the scripture says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. When the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. The people are in mourning. That's how they're able to have these different presidential elections and changes in regimes, so to speak, because the people are in constant mourning. They vote for a president. Things are not going accordingly or according to what they would have seen fit, and they're looking for something. They're looking for a change. These people are in a constant state of delirium. They're constantly looking for a change, and when they think that change has come, they're looking for another change, and that's how that's the confusion that the wicked elites want on this earth. You would think in 2024 that nobody would be even looking at presidential campaigns, that would be even thinking about casting a vote. You would think in 2024 that the majority of the people on the earth would be saying to themselves, this is all bullshit. Especially you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. It says, he that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted, and none hindereth. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. See, when this devil is stripped of his power, man, this whole earth, the land, the sea, the animals, okay, are going to be at complete rest. It says the whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. The whole earth is going to rejoice when Esau, Edom is taken out of power. From the people to the animals, to the trees, the water, the sea, the whole earth is going to rejoice at the downfall, the destruction of this devil, man. It says, he that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted, and none hindereth. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no feller is come up against us. And everything that these devils put their hands upon, they destroy, they corrupt. And this man he has set his hand upon the whole earth, man. Like the scripture says, he abideth not at home. And these other nations are starting to see, okay, what this man is all about. All right. Lord willing, that was edifying. To the next time. Shalom.